Hey, I'm Georgia Lines and welcome to Intros. Today on the show, I have the absolutely incredible, multi-talented songwriter, artist, Crystal Choi from Phoebe Rings. Welcome to Intros.
Thank you so much. Hello.
I've been wanting to have you on here for a very long time.
Aww.
Ever since meeting you on the Beck tour. I didn't really know much about you other than you were this incredible pianist that had perfect pitch.
I did see you at Beck Tour first and I was blown away by your performance. So
Thank you. Just mutual friends, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. So firstly, let's start here. How did you start out in music?
Well, it started in Korea and my parents were full-time working and they needed somewhere for me to go. So I guess like babysitter in a way.
Great, like an after school kind of. Yeah, nice.
For me, it was piano and ballet. And apparently I just fell asleep in ballet class.
Just on the floor?
I would just go like this. Whereas for piano, I stuck around and really liked it.
And then fast forward you coming to New Zealand.
Yeah.
How old were you when you moved here?
7, I believe. Yeah.
So you're 7 years old, you arrive in New Zealand. There's a big chunk of time between when you're 7 and then you study jazz.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. In another life, I would love to have been a jazz pianist.
Oh.
I love the idea of being able to, like Bill Evans' Trio is like one of my favorite records to listen to when I'm cooking dinner.
It was one of my first as well to listen to.
I love that. So good. So what was the decision for you of going, I'm going to study jazz and be a pianist?
Yeah, well, I didn't know what to do, but I knew that I wanted to do music. And then because I was in a high school that did a lot of choral music, I was thinking of whether I should do classical singing. And then I think the more I thought about it, I liked the creating original kind of thing of mine, which led me to think either composition or jazz. But then I had this chamber group that played a jazz piece and then that made me listen to this jazz piano solo. And it was all like, whoa, this is so cool. I want to pursue this.
So amazing. I feel like we've kind of skipped over, playing piano in Korea to jazz school. Like, is there anything in between there that was like quite a pivotal moment for you as an artist, musician, songwriter?
Yeah, I think if I think of it now in hindsight, ever since I was in high school doing my NCEA assignments or when I was in jazz school, I have really, really thoroughly enjoyed writing. And after I graduated, I tried to write my own songs. And then I realized that for me personally, being a solo artist was quite scary because I just got real intimidated by all the songwriting pressure, singing pressure, performing pressure and everything. Whereas I remember when I was in projects for Princess Chelsea, for example, or AC Freezy, it really took all that nerve away and it was so nice and everyone, it was like a teamwork and I thought, okay, I want to make a band.
And create that environment that I get to be a part of in terms of other people to lift off some of the pressure and you're not by yourself up there being like, hi guys.
Exactly. But somehow by stepping back a little bit, it also creates room to like have other people's originality and all mix it together and try and make something
so
nice
amazing.
out of it.
And then another part of your, artistry and creativity has been to play with a bunch of different artists. What I wanted to know was how did you balance, and was that even an internal question for you of going, how do I play with these, amazing artists and bring everything that I can bring to the table and also have my own artistry?
That is a great question because I did have a time maybe in 2019 through to 2020. It was really difficult because I had to quit a lot of the bands that I was taking part in. And I do the kind of one-off or not too frequent things. Like I would say that Beck is amazing. And of course I have great admiration, but it's not like she's touring every month, and I'm able to do that. But if I was to commit in very regular kind of band, I don't think I would have had the time or creativity to do my own stuff. So yeah, it was really difficult because I loved all of the bands that I was in, but there was a time where I had to cut it.
You have a wealth of knowledge, like so much knowledge in your wonderful mind. What is a piece of advice that you could give to an artist or a musician that wants to play as a session musician?
New Zealand is a pretty small-ish industry, and people can't survive if they're not nice, meaning that people will be nice to you. Don't be too intimidated, and also be a nice person to them as well.
I think that's super important. Kindness goes a long way.
It really
It really does. And how do you write your songs? What's your songwriting process?
Lyrics always come last for me. It's really hard. But it's normally because I'm quite comfortable with the piano in it. It supplies me bass lines and chords. Or sometimes even I like to be very comfortable when I'm writing. So sometimes I kind of lie in bed.
I like that.
And I
Fall asleep?
oh yeah, fall asleep. Either fall asleep or try and like imagine notes and then go, oh, that's a cool motif. Okay, I'll get my phone recorder, get like a little keyboard out and then like input some notes and then that's an idea. And then
That's
refine it
amazing.
later. Because
Sure.
I think the bare idea has to come in the moment. So I try and just do it as lazily as possible.
Phoebe Rings, let's jump back into that. You have just released a new song.
Yes.
Do you want to talk to us a little bit about that?
Yes.
Mandarin Tree?
Yeah, I
Yes.
would love to talk about Mandarin Tree because it is quite a different one compared to all of our other releases in that it is a song that's not written by me. It is written by Alex Freer, the drummer of our band. And that is because for our album material, we decided, because we're so, we admire each other's writing so much. And because it is more fun, we decided to write songs ourselves. And I would say it was like 100% collaboration. Someone completes a draft demo and then we bring it in and then we refine it as a band. So we've done that through 2022 to 2023. Yeah, Mandarin Tree was one of the batch.
I would love to know what the song is about. Has Alex told you?
So it was around the time when Alex was living in central Auckland and he was kicked out of the flat because of some landlordy reason, which was very common, right?
That just happened to me. Carry
so
on.
But he was feeling quite bad about it, of course, and he was just out on a walk and saw all these empty houses and thought maybe similar scenario, and then saw this mandarin tree and just felt a little glimpse of optimism there and thought, maybe one day.
You are an independent artist. How important is it for you to have, I guess, a sense of community and support around you as you are navigating all of the things that you're doing?
It's so, so important because it does make things musically better too. It makes you learn. It makes your creativity bloom more by watching others too when you're at a live gig of your friend's band or other bands. But yeah, and for your mental health as well, because as an independent artist, you're always in the dark and you don't know, and you're always fighting some uncertainty internally and industrially as well. And to have that community around you to give you advice and give you the moral support and for making music together, it's really, really important. Yeah.
You are amazing. It's so lovely to just have you here finally in the intro's pink seat. Before we finish up, do you have a shout out, an artist shout out of someone that you really love that you could introduce to our intro's audience?
Yeah, it's so weird, but why am I thinking of Crystal Choi? Because I've been really enjoying her stuff.
Yeah, you can shout her out.
Yeah, I love your stuff, Crystal.
She's amazing. We obviously had her on intros. She's amazing. We love her. We love you. You're amazing. This is the end. Bye.